Think your healthy snack is safe. Think again. These foods are sabotaging your health. We're about to expose the biggest lies in the food industry, and you won't believe what's hiding in your pantry. I bought 10 of the most popular healthy foods, and today, we're putting them to the test. We'll break down the labels, expose hidden sugars, and reveal the shocking truth behind these so-called health foods. The food industry spends billions to trick you with clever marketing and misleading labels. But today, the lies stop. We're giving you the info you need to make genuinely healthy choices. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with a food that's probably sitting in your fridge right now. Flavored yogurt. It's creamy, it's convenient, and it's marketed as a health food. You see people enjoying it everywhere, from breakfast tables to office desks, and it's easy to believe you're making a smart choice. But here's the catch. Most flavored yogurts are absolutely packed with sugar. The packaging might show happy cows and fresh fruit, but what's inside is often closer to a dessert than a health food. You might think you're grabbing a protein-packed snack to fuel your day, but in reality, you're eating something that's more like a sweet treat in disguise. It's easy to be fooled by the creamy texture and fruity flavors, but don't let appearances deceive you. Let's look at the numbers. I have 3 popular strawberry yogurts here. Flip them over and check the nutrition labels. Each tiny serving contains up to 25 grams of sugar. That's a huge amount for something that's supposed to be healthy. To put that in perspective, that's actually more sugar than you'd find in a glazed donut. Imagine eating a donut for breakfast every morning and convincing yourself it's a healthy choice. Sounds ridiculous, right? But that's exactly what's happening with many flavored yogurts. The marketing doesn't help. Words like natural, low-fat, and light are plastered all over the packaging. But here's the secret. When they take out the fat, they often add even more sugar to make up for the lost flavor. So, low-fat can actually mean high sugar. Millions of people start their day with a cup of flavored yogurt, thinking they're making a healthy choice. But what they're really doing is setting themselves up for a sugar crash before lunch. That mid-morning slump, it could be your yogurt talking. So what's the smarter alternative? Skip the flavored stuff and go for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's thick, creamy, and packed with protein without all the added sugar. Want a little sweetness? Add your own fresh berries or a drizzle of honey. This way, you're in control of how much sugar goes into your bowl. You get the natural sweetness from fruit, plus all the vitamins and fiber that come with it. Let's compare. A serving of plain Greek yogurt with a handful of berries has about 7 grams of natural sugar. That's a fraction of what you'd get in a typical flavored yogurt, which can have up to 25 grams. That's a difference of 5 teaspoons of sugar in just one serving. Over a week, that adds up to more than a cup of extra sugar, just from your healthy yogurt. And don't be fooled by the pictures of fruit on the label. Most of the time, the fruit in flavored yogurt is just a mix of sugar, corn syrup, and artificial flavors. There's barely any real fruit in there at all. So next time you're tempted by those colorful packages and catchy health claims, take a closer look at the label. Don't let clever marketing trick you into eating more sugar than you realize. When you're in the dairy aisle, skip the flashy tubs and reach for the plain stuff. It might not look as exciting, but your body will thank you for it. You'll feel fuller, have more stable energy, and avoid that dreaded sugar crash. Plus, you'll actually be eating something that's good for you. Surprised? You're not alone. This is just the first food on our list, and it's already a major eye-opener. And trust me, the surprises don't stop here. There are even more so-called healthy foods that are hiding some shocking secrets. Stick around, because you won't believe what's coming up next. The truth about your favorite foods is about to get even crazier. Granola bars, the ultimate on-the-go health snack, right? They're everywhere, in lunchboxes, gym bags, office drawers, and even in the glove compartment of your car. We reach for them when we're running late, after a workout, or just when we need a quick pick-me-up. They're marketed as the perfect solution for busy, health-conscious people who want to fuel their day. But here's the truth. Most granola bars are just candy bars in disguise. The packaging might be different, but the ingredients, not so much. If you put a granola bar next to a candy bar, you might be surprised at how similar they really are. We bought 5 popular brands to investigate. What did we find? In almost every case, the first or second ingredient listed was sugar, sometimes called brown rice syrup, honey, or even evaporated cane juice. No matter the name, it's still sugar and it's there in abundance. Take that oats and honey bar you see everywhere. It sounds wholesome. But it actually contains more sugar per gram than a chocolate chip cookie. In fact, over 30% of its weight is pure sugar. That's a dessert, not a health food. And if you think you're making a better choice by picking a bar with a yogurt or chocolate coating, think again. These coatings are often just more sugar and unhealthy fats, making the bar even less nutritious. We even compared a chewy granola bar to a Snickers bar. Shockingly, they had almost the same amount of sugar and saturated fat. The difference? The granola bar has a healthy label, but your body can't tell the difference. This is the health halo effect in action. Because granola sounds healthy, we don't question what's really inside. We ignore the sugar, the calories, and the processed ingredients, all because of clever marketing. Marketers know this. That's why they use images of mountains, hikers, and happy, active people on the packaging. They want you to associate their product with adventure, energy, and wellness, even if the reality is far from it. So, how do you find a better bar? Start by reading the ingredient list. Look for bars where the first ingredients are whole foods like nuts, seeds, or oats, not sugar or syrup. A good rule of thumb is to choose bars with less than 8 grams of sugar per serving and as few ingredients as possible. Or better yet, make your own granola bars at home. It's easier than you think. Use rolled oats, a mix of your favorite nuts and seeds, and a natural binder like mashed banana or a little bit of honey. You control what goes in, so you know exactly what you're eating. Honestly, sometimes the simplest snacks are the best. A handful of almonds or a crisp apple will give you lasting energy, fiber, and nutrients without the sugar crash. Because here's the catch. Granola bars promise sustained energy, but what they really deliver is a quick sugar spike, followed by an inevitable crash. That's not the kind of fuel your body needs. Take a look in your pantry. You might be surprised at how many of these so-called healthy bars you've collected, thinking they were good for you. Don't fall for the marketing trap. Always read the label, question the claims, and when in doubt, choose real, whole foods instead of processed snacks. Your body and your energy levels will thank you for making the smarter choice. Veggie chips. Sounds healthy, right? But they're just deep-fried lies. The packaging shows fresh veggies, but inside, mostly oil, salt, and starch. To make them crispy, companies deep-fry the veggies, destroying nutrients and adding fat. Compare veggie sticks to potato chips, almost identical, fat and sodium. Sometimes, veggie chips are even worse. Main ingredient? Often potato starch or corn flour, not actual vegetables. You're eating a regular chip dyed green or orange. Store-bought kale chips. Usually fried and coated in high-calorie dressing. Want a healthy crunch? Munch on raw carrots, celery, or bell peppers. Dip in hummus for a real snack. If you must have chips, make your own sliced veggies. Toss with a little oil and bake. It takes effort, but you know what you're eating. Don't let the veggie chip scam fool you. Real veggies, real nutrition. Skip the bagged lies. Diet soda, 0 calories, 0 sugar. Sounds perfect, right? Not so fast. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose trick your body into expecting sugar. Your brain gets confused when the sugar never arrives, leading to more cravings. Some studies show these sweeteners can mess with your gut bacteria and metabolism. You might end up eating more calories overall, thinking you've saved with diet soda. It's a false sense of security. Regular soda isn't better, it's just liquid candy. But diet soda isn't a free pass. It's a chemical cocktail with unknown long-term effects. Want fizz? Try sparkling water with lemon, lime, or berries. You get the bubbles, no weird chemicals. Ditching diet soda is one of the best things you can do for your health. Don't fall for the 0-calorie trap. Choose water. Your body will thank you. Store-bought smoothies, marketed as health in a bottle, but most are sugar bombs. The problem isn't fruit, it's the quantity and processing. Companies use juice concentrates and purees, stripping out fiber and leaving just sugar. That Green Machine smoothie? Over 50 grams of sugar, more than a can of Coke. Serving sizes are sneaky. 1 bottle often equals 2 servings. No sugar added just means they use fruit juice concentrate, which is still sugar. Your body can't tell the difference when there's no fiber. The solution? Make your own smoothie at home with whole fruit. Use a banana, spinach, unsweetened almond milk, and protein powder. You get fiber, less sugar, and real nutrition. Don't be fooled by pretty bottles and health claims. Commercial smoothies are just expensive sugar water. Blend your own, it's faster and healthier. Skip the sugar rush and crash. Take control of your smoothie. Bread. Everyone says to choose multigrain or wheat over white, but here's the catch. Multigrain just means more than one type of grain, not that they're whole grains. Most multigrain breads are just refined flour with a tan. The refining process strips away fiber and nutrients, leaving fast-digesting starch. Brown color, often from molasses or caramel coloring, not whole grains. Sprinkled oats or seeds, just for show. Ignore the front of the package, turn it over and read the ingredients. Look for 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain as the first ingredient. If it says wheat flour or enriched flour, put it back. This applies to crackers, pasta, and cereals too. The difference between multigrain and whole grain is huge. One is a marketing gimmick, the other is real nutrition. Now you know the secret code. Don't fall for the brown bread lie. Choose real whole grains. Sushi. Everyone's favorite healthy meal, right? It's colorful, it's fresh, and it's often the go-to choice for anyone looking to eat light. But before you reach for those chopsticks, let's take a closer look at what's really on your plate. The truth might surprise you. Traditional Japanese sushi, like simple nigiri or sashimi, can be a healthy option. Lean fish, a touch of rice, and minimal extras. But the sushi most of us eat in the West, it's a whole different story. Western-style rolls are often loaded with extra ingredients, sauces, and toppings that can turn a light meal into a calorie bomb. Here's a secret most people don't know. Sushi rice isn't just plain rice. It's seasoned with vinegar, salt, and, surprisingly, a hefty amount of sugar. In fact, there can be up to 3 tablespoons of sugar in just 1 cup of sushi rice. That's more sugar than you'd find in some desserts. So, when you eat just 2 sushi rolls, you're not only getting a big serving of refined carbs but also a hidden dose of sugar that adds up fast. It's easy to underestimate how much you're really eating, especially when the rolls look so small and innocent. And what about those fancy rolls with fun names, like Dragon, Volcano, or Rainbow? Many of these are deep-fried, stuffed with cream cheese, and drenched in sweet, creamy sauces. They're delicious, but they're also packed with extra fat, sugar, and calories. We analyzed a popular crunchy dragon roll, and the results were shocking. Over 600 calories and 30 grams of fat in just one roll. That's more than some fast food burgers. If you're like most people and order 2 or 3 rolls for a meal, you could easily be eating as many calories as a full fast food combo without even realizing it. Even the healthier sounding options can be sneaky. Take spicy tuna for example. You might think it's just tuna and chili, but it's actually mixed with a generous amount of mayonnaise, adding a lot of hidden fat. So while you think you're getting lean protein, you're actually getting a hefty dose of calories and fat from all that sauce. The same goes for rolls topped with eel sauce, spicy mayo, or creamy dressings. They can double the calorie count of your meal. Want to keep your sushi meal healthy? Go for sashimi, just pure slices of fish, no rice, no sauces, just clean protein and healthy fats. It's the best way to enjoy the flavors of sushi without the extra calories. Or, if you love rolls, choose simple ones with fish and veggies, and always ask for sauces on the side. That way you control how much you use and you can skip the extra sugar and fat. If your favorite spot offers brown rice, that's a better choice. Brown rice has more fiber and nutrients than white rice, and it won't spike your blood sugar as quickly. Remember, modern sushi rolls, especially those loaded with toppings and sauces, are more like a decadent treat than a health food. They're fun to eat, but they shouldn't be your everyday lunch if you're watching your health. Don't be fooled by the health halo that surrounds sushi. Just because it looks fresh and comes with chopsticks doesn't mean it's always good for you. Sushi can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. Just be mindful of what you're ordering and enjoy it in moderation. Savor the flavors, share with friends, and make smart choices. Did this sushi secret blow your mind? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your reactions and sushi stories. This is the truth bomb you needed to hear. Stay tuned. There are even more surprising food facts coming your way. There you have it, 7 food imposters hiding in plain sight. From sugary yogurts to calorie-packed sushi, the food industry is full of tricks. Now you have the knowledge to see past the marketing, read ingredients, ignore flashy claims, and watch for hidden sugars. Knowledge is power. Take back control of your plate. It's not about perfection, just awareness. If you learned something new, hit like, comment your biggest surprise, and subscribe for more food truth bombs. We're just getting started.